Rule number 2 on how to get rich in real estate. Understand the market cycle, because the market cycle is your treasure map. I use an analogy. In late 1980s, somebody discovered on Wall Street that if you zoom all the way in on a stock curve that if you look at it normally, you see it's going sideways or it's trending upward or it's trending downward. But if you zoom all the way in, you actually saw that it was vibrating all the time. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down all the time in split-second changes, whether it's going up, down, or sideways. So in the 1990s, they discovered a trend of day trading where they used computers to trade on that vibration. So they bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold all day long, and they were able to turn $1 into $1.10 like clockwork. Well, later in the decade, hedge funds and institutional investors got into the game and they said, hey, well listen kid, if you can turn $1 into $1.10, can you turn $100 million into $110 million in the same period? And they said, I don't know, let's give it a try. And they did it and it worked. And so trillions of dollars got funneled into that trading strategy of playing the vibration. The reality took hold on Wall Street that it was irrefutable that that stock market curve vibrates up and down if you zoom way in. Well, real estate is exactly the same way, except that instead of zooming in, you have to zoom way back. Okay? What happens in a split second on Wall Street happens over 12 to 15 years in real estate. But it's just as reliable and just as real as it is on the stock market. Let me explain. The beginning of the cycle, okay, the economic situation in the country is kind of poor, okay, and political climate changes, attitudes change, and we go into a roaring economy. And so usually it involves tax cuts, usually it involves companies making investments, increases in productivity, and the stock market roars and the real estate market roars. Now after a sustained period of 6 to 8 years of that happening, greed takes over, things go too far, and what you have is lenders get a little bit crazy with lending, businesses get a little bit crazy with taking risks, and real estate values go too far. So eventually, inevitably, the stock market takes a major correction, the real estate market takes a correction, and the lenders usually have to get bailed out. Now what I'm describing to you is 1980 to 1990. I fooled you, didn't I? You thought I was talking about this most recent cycle. But there is incredible pattern likenesses of the current pattern and the last pattern. In the last decade, same thing. The market boomed, real estate and stocks, things got too hot too fast. In the end, we had a deep correction. But in both cases, you finish with a bottoming of the market where we are right now, and then you have 5 years worth of a flat line until the market booms all over again. So where we stand today is we're at the beginning of that flat line. The opportunity is for you to take positions in real estate now. Take your time because you have plenty of time to work with. Take your positions and then wait for the coming revival, which is probably 10 years away. The opportunity is perfect. So stay tuned for the next video. We're going to talk about how to take advantage of that and get into how to pick winning markets and winning properties.